Alright, here's my box. I know I said that I would take some updated pictures, but I really don't feel like it. So I'll do it later. But anyway, I'll give you the next best thing, a video. So here it is, the U.S. General box with never used tools, apparently. Here's the top section. See if we can get in there. I know a couple of you guys have sent me some PMs and stuff like that, asking if they were held in by anything. The answer is mainly no. Anyway, we've got standard over here, and we keep metric over here. It's pretty simple. I know this takes up a lot of room. A lot of you guys asked me that too. Couple reasons. One, I have the room, and mainly these are my most commonly used sockets, so they're easier for me to get this way. It's easier to see what everything is. So the only thing on rails are my Torx and my E-Torx. That's it. Everything else is loosely put in here, so that's that. Nothing really special up here. One triple square, Volkswagen, stud puller. Really cheap, works really good. These are great, metric and standard for the rounded off bolts. Actually work really well, and I really like them. So that's it for up here. Nothing really special. There's my ratchets, all Harbor Freight, actually except for one. I got this at Advanced Auto Parts, same damn company that makes the Harbor Freight ones, or whatever Chinese or Taiwanese plant or wherever the hell they're made at. It's all the same. The reason why I got this, Harbor Freight, from what I found, doesn't actually have this ratchet. It's got the 1/4 inch on the other end, which I find ridiculously annoying. So there we go. I don't know, I like all the ratchets. Here's the flex setting one and the flex shaft. There's the stubby, thanks to Mr. Holeshot. And here's an extra long one because of the leftover piece. 1/2 inch drive extender, 3/8 drive, 1/4 inch. See what I'm talking about? It's kind of annoying, but what are you going to do? These are actually pretty cool. It's kind of like having a ratcheting breaker bar. So I like them. Anyway, I'm probably going to have to make a couple videos. So if you want to watch them, watch them. If you don't, don't. I don't really care. I get a lot of questions about these. The go-through. The infamous go-through. And how much do I like the go-through? And how much do I use the go-through? To be honest with you, this is a great fucking tool. I love the go-through. Do I ever have to go down to where there's a bolt, 10 feet down? No, of course not. That's stupid. I wouldn't buy it for that reason. The reason why I bought it is there's a 13 millimeter. Obviously, this is, I guess, kind of like a 3/8. I mean, you know what I mean, as far as length and stuff. But anyway, bear with me. So we got a 13 and 13. This is why the go-through kicks so much ass. Got a 1/4 inch ratchet. There you go. Height difference. May not look like a lot, but it's huge. This allows me to get into a lot of tight spots and have a decent amount of leverage. Absolutely love it. So I use my go-through a lot, actually. A lot of times on some Bellhausen bolts, stuff like that, hard to reach stuff. Seem to be using them a lot less since I actually picked up some of the flex head ratcheting wrenches. Still though, the go-through, still use it. Anyway, this drawer might look a little bit different than from the pictures, but this is all metric right here. I mean, nothing really much to say, but a bunch of wrenches. Here's the Met wrench knockoff. Basically got them for rounded off bolts, see actually how they work versus trying to use the sockets I showed you earlier in a tighter spot. Never actually used them yet for a situation like that. I did try them on a couple bolts just to mess around. They work, no slipping, nothing like that, but I don't know if I'll find myself reaching for them. More metric wrenches right here. Line wrenches. These came with the 301 piece Pittsburgh kit. Don't really use them that much sometimes. These wrenches. I love these wrenches. I call them the little big wrench. They vary from 20 millimeter all the way to 38 millimeter. Great actual wrenches come in handy. Perfect example, knock sensors on a Lexus. These actually get them out underneath the manifold pretty well. Another thing, clutch fans, like on the Ford or the GMs. Take one of these, grab extension, maybe a couple, impact socket, put them on the end here, and got a lot of leverage. Prevents me from having to buy the clutch fan wrench kit, so don't have that. Here's my it's my standard adjustables. I think I might have used one of them once. Don't know. Anyway, so what I have in metric, I pretty much have in standard. Don't actually use the standard that much, as most guys probably don't. I've done a lot of Jeeps, so that's pretty much the only time I use them, if that. But I don't know. Fairly inexpensive, and if I ever need them, I got them. I'm not saying I've never used them, and of course I've used them, but not as much as the metrics. Of course, we've got the ratcheting wrenches, box end ratcheting wrenches. These actually may seem pointless, but they're really not, because they actually have the missing sizes that some of these don't. So stubbies, ratcheting, flex head, stubbies. This is actually a silly band, one of those bracelets. My kid gave it to me for my toolbox, so every time I see it I think of him. Let's see, what else we got? Here we go. The T-handles that everybody complains suck. I've really never had a problem with them. Of course, I don't torque the shit out of them, so I don't know. And of course, I really don't use them that much either. Usually use them just to spin on some valve cover bolts or something like that. Maybe some intake manifolds that are hard to get, and I don't know, I just don't feel like grabbing an extension or something for my ratchet. But they're okay. They work pretty good. Put the handles on the toolbox for me. Mainly use the drill right there. But when that goes dead, I will reach for these. So that's that. I think I'm going to just leave it at that for fear of upload time and stuff like that. So we'll do the bottom box next.